How's it going there, everyone? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new video for today's, folks. And for this video, folks, I'm going to be talking about One Piece anime episode 752, guys. And this episode, guys, is the start of a brand new arc unfolding on the anime, guys. And yes, guys, previously in a couple episodes before this, they were all just basically filler episodes after Dressrosa, if I remember correctly, yeah. Because I think the anime's barely just barely finished Dressrosa, did a filler, and then now they're barely entering into the Zou arc, guys. And basically, the Zou arc is the pinnacle of what the new world is, guys. It's the start of something great, guys. I don't want to spoil too much, because in case there's a lot of anime viewers out there, only watchers they don't read the manga. But basically, the Zou arc is really important and actually progresses the story as a whole forward. Actually, not individually, but as a story as a whole, it moves it forward, guys. And that's what I love about the Zou arc. The Zou arc is very intense, and it goes on and actually starts off a brand new story under itself too. It starts Zou arc is the arc that it's gonna start many different side stories and side quests. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's just, the Zou arc is really awesome in itself, guys. And I'm loving the fact that the minute you start watching this episode, a lot is unfolding in the new world as well, guys. You know, we get to meet Buggy here, Buggy, Elvira, the whole crowd. You know, it's just very nostalgic meeting them again in the new world and seeing how well they're doing. And it's funny too, because Buggy is now seen as a very powerful person now, since he's a Shikibukai now. And I was like thinking, like, holy snap, you know, I actually forgot about, you know, Buggy back in the day, because, you know, I'm actually, like, you know, very far ahead in the manga, or actually caught up to the manga, I could say. So, like, looking back and seeing Buggy and Elvira and seeing them animated actually brings back a nostalgic feeling as to seeing them again in person, guys. And it's funny too, guys, that we see Buggy, actually, he has some sort of, like, he has some sort of authority figure now in the new world too, since he has, like, thousands of followers, better than how he was when he first started off, which is crazy too at the sense. And also, guys, the episode was mostly about how Whitebeard had a son, guys. Whitebeard had a son, and his son was Edward Weevil Jr. I'm assuming that basically this is the start of a new Shikibukai. You know, basically Luffy, I would say, he brought down most of the Shikibukais back in the previous past, except this Shikibukai is actually chasing after him. And I thought to myself, holy snap, Weevil. Weevil is one intense motherfucker over here. He is one intense guy, because of the fact that, you know, when you read it back in the manga, you know, he was mostly used for a comical sense, seeing how he's a powerful guy, but he kind of seems like a comic relief character at the same time. You don't really see him as a very, I would say, a very serious person, mostly judging for the fact that it looks like Edward Weevil Jr.'s mother is actually the one in charge. And, you know, there's a lot of theories, speculations out there on the internet saying that what is Whitebeard Jr., or is if he's really his son. But, you know, they haven't really shed light into that in the manga as well. But it was awesome and actually interesting to see him animated in this episode too. And the episode mostly focused on it's funny because it actually, the episode is named after him, but it's at the same time it wasn't really all just about him, because the episode actually is basically how Luffy and the others actually finally entered Zou itself. And that's what the majority of the episode that I thought was mostly interesting, and I thought it was the pinnacle of what the episode should have been. Instead, they actually talk about how Edward Weaver Jr. is. But, you know, of course, they have to mention it because of the fact, you know, a lot of events are unfolding around, and that's what I love about that. You know, One Piece is a story pacing that is actually, everything has meaning. It's not just everything just set there just for randomly placed there. No. It's actually meant there to be placed there for a certain reason. And Edward Weaver Jr. is probably gonna be something that we're gonna see later on in future episodes or future story arcs, even in the manga too. We probably might expect to meet him later. But in the anime right now, so far, we're just constantly just, I would say, introducing all these new characters in itself right there. And I love the episode too, guys, because the fact that when we're actually introduced to the Zou arc, guys, that's what I was, like I said, I was really interested is the Zou arc itself. And I was personally astounded at the fact that the way that the animation that they actually did, they did the beautiful soundtrack, you know, it was really intense. And you're actually here wondering, like, oh, what is Zou arc is going to bring to us in the animated format. That's what I'm personally wondering. And I'm loving the fact that we got to see Bartholomew for the last couple times. You know, he's just basically giving his farewell goodbyes, giving his, you know, his comical gags and everything with Luffy and the gang. But the one thing about Bartholomew's gang that I did not understand is that they gave Luffy every inch of their food, guys. Everything they have. And I'm here thinking, wait a minute, how are these guys gonna survive then? And I'm like thinking, like, Luffy's just like, oh, thank you for the food, and they just leave. And I'm here thinking, like, what? Come on, man. Come on, these guys gotta survive somehow. They didn't even mention the fact that these guys aren't gonna survive. It's just like as if, like, oh yeah, these are my subordinates. Forget them, man. They're on their own. They don't listen to me. That's the kind of impression I felt when I was watching this anime episode, and I was loving it too, to be honest. Bartholomew's comical gags is always something to look forward to, guys. But at the same time, guys, you know, after they leave Bartholomew's gang, you know, we see Crunchyroll draw this awesome dragon, guys. This dragon, I've been waiting to see this dragon finally animated, guys, because the fact that this Crunchyroll draws like these weirdly shaped drawings, like they look like a watercolor, like animation style used. But the thing is about that, what Crunchyroll does is that based on his stuff, he brings these drawings to life. And what I love about the fact is that because the dragon itself, he was trying to draw like a very fearful dragon, but the fact that the dragon itself looks is that they can't even fly. And I was wondering, like, how are they gonna animate this? How are they gonna show this dragon? Are they gonna show it like how it really was portrayed in the manga? Because the manga, it really, the way that he was portrayed in the anime was spot on. Spot on. The color scheme, though, I'm trying to remember the colors. I try to remember if the color scheme might have been a little bit different, maybe like a little bit yellow or reddish. But it went along with a pink scheme with it, which I thought, okay, it could go with it. It goes off with the nature of the I would say the lizard, not really a dragon, but the lizard in a sense. It's so hilarious at the fact that we see and I love how Robin's reaction to it. I bet you it's a lot of people's also same reaction, is the way that she was blushing, and I'm here thinking like, Robin, I'm having the same exact feelings too. But yes, the dragon was really, really cute. Not gonna lie, guys. It was kawaii. It really was kawaii. But judging from the other scenes, guys, they actually start traversing into the Zoroark, and that's where the episode kind of leaves off, was right there and then, guys. We're actually finally going to get to see Luffy in the game actually entering Zone and getting to see the glimpse of the whole city itself through Luffy's own eyes. And that's what Zou is about, is the Zou arc really starts intensifying once Luffy enters it. And that's, guys, you guys are going to love it. The Zou arc is really intense, guys. It's dark too, guys. The Zou arc is really dark in its own pretense, because of the fact that the way they were portraying the tribes that are in there, the way that there is something else that was going along. You know, I don't want to spoil too much. It's just all the underlying tones that it was inside this little mini arc, guys. And I personally, like I said, enjoyed the Zou arc as well. But like I said, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about the Zou arc or the giant Zou elephant as well, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Bartholomew's little comical gags. But like I said, guys, have a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.